Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to Cruise Amigos live from Manchester, England today. And of
Oh,
course, with me over there is our good friend Amigo Martin.
hello,
John
Chillie.
is no telling where John is.
He'll be
Actually,
here shortly.
I think John was taking a nap.
Maybe he
Yeah.
hasn't set his alarm properly or something.
Could be, or he could be out behind the barn, smoking some of that marijuana he grows.
Marijuana.
Yeah. Of course, everybody knows that I tease him about that. He doesn't actually grow marijuana
Yeah, that's
or
it.
pot. He grows hemp.
No idea. No, don't know the difference.
Yeah, I don't either. You can grind it up and smoke. It's all I know. What can I say?
Jeez. So, how are you, Chillie? Anyway, you've had a big week this week. You've been out, haven't you, today? Something with your
I
portable
have.
oxygen.
I've had a good week. This morning was my first venture out of the house without being tied to a damn oxygen tank. There comes John.
Wow.
Add him into the stream, and we'll see if he comes right in. There you go, Mr. DeMille. You're here. Put him down there at the bottom since he's late. I assume we can hear you. We'll say something so we know that for sure.
Yes, you can hear me.
Okay.
Always a right one.
Now, back to answering Martin's question. First trip out without being tied to an oxygen tank. So that was a real thrill for me. The portable unit, I tested. I got it all set up last night, and I tested it plugged in as an electrical, like my big unit that I use all the time. And I tested the battery operated version. I charged up the batteries, and that worked fine. And I said, well, I need to check this cigarette lighter. It's the thing. I mean, this is ridiculous in a way. It's an oxygen concentrator. It manufactures oxygen. And to operate the damn thing, it gets plugged into a cigarette lighter. Now, I mean, there's something odd about that.
Now called a power supply.
It's power supply. That's what we need to call it. But anyway, so I didn't want to go out last night and test it. I said, I'll do something this morning. And I was out of Diet Coke to start with. So I said, well, hell, I'll just run down to Kroger's and get back home, and then I'll test the cigarette lighter. So I got the unit, and I put it on battery operations because I knew that was working. And I went down to the Kroger's and got me some Diet Coke, which is 5 minutes away. So I knew no matter what, if this damn thing didn't work, I could get back home before I croak. So.
Because he went to Kroger's, Kroger's.
Kroger's. Yeah, that's exactly it. But anyway, I got back home. I said, okay, let's see if this thing works in the truck now. So I dug in my little baggie and I pulled out the thing that plugs into the power supply, the cigarette lighter, and took it off the battery, hooked it up, plugged it in, started it up, worked fine. So now I'm completely, well, at least I'm more independent than I've been. Now, the bottom line, what does that mean toward cruising? The battery portion of this, they say don't count on more than an hour. Wow. Hell, I ain't gonna do me much good. So I sent the company some text yesterday to see if I could get a couple more batteries. Because if I fly any place, that I have to be on the battery.
Yeah.
I need more than an hour,
Jeez.
So I got to be able to operate a little bit longer time. So that may be a drawback to this particular unit that I have. If I can get a couple extra batteries for it, then I'll be okay.
Can you get a charger on the side so you could be?
It charges when it's plugged in the cigarette lighter or plugged into an electric outlet.
Yeah, but could we put a crank on the side? Could you self-generate?
Oh, no, I ain't cranking. Are you out of your mind? So before I can cruise with this thing or really take much of any travel, like I'm, doing a show tomorrow about trains. I got to expand my oxygen.
Or maybe on the airplane, you could open a little window and have a little fan outside.
Well, that might work. Stick my head out the window and go. Yeah.
No. That would be running a fan that would run a little generator that would charge the thing.
A generator hooked to a fan hanging out. You come up with great ideas. All right, we have some serious business to discuss today, over and above my fat butt getting out on oxygen. And Amigo Martin, I'm going to take you back a couple days. Because I got some pictures that there's a couple things that you need to explain to us.
Explain. You got to do some splaining.
You got some splaining to do today.
Jeez, I'm in court now, aren't I?
All right. Now, this is you on your way from Manchester to London. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah, traveling down on our train service, a couple of hours it takes from Manchester to London. Decided it was a special occasion, so rather than sat in economy, upgraded to standard premier. Basically means just get a bigger seat.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, and the special occasion, of course, was this Achievement Awards 2021.
It was held. They hold them every year. There's a number of different awards that award different agents for different agencies. So you have like all the big travel agents, like different parts of the country, best in Northwest, best in the South, and things like that. And then they have some other special categories as well.
And you were nominated as the Leisure Agent of the Year.
I was completely blown away when that happened. So didn't know anything about it, and then got told I had to do an interview with some very big people in the industry.
So was it for a 2-block area of Manchester then that you were nominated for, or how did that work?
No, it was for the whole of the UK. So the best leisure agent in the UK. So the whole of England, Scotland,
wow,
Northern Ireland, Wales.
That's awesome.
So big one, big. There's a number of different awards in the UK, but this is the big one. The around, and it's the one that every agency or agent wants to win one of these awards. It's called the Travel Weekly, which is a publication in the UK for the industry. It's called the Agent Achievement Awards. It's based on what you've done in that year, and what you've done differently, and things like that. So, and I was nominated when they had the interviews all around what I'd done on social media, which was totally different than any agent has done in the UK. So for those people that know, I did a whole series of Coming to Your Sofa. So we had all the cruise lines, tour operators, hotels coming on a show for an hour on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night, and just having a chat to me, telling me what they did, what the hotels were like. And we just gave a few offers out, and we did that from January through to May when we started going on our cruises. So There was a lot of shows, a lot of people come on board, and I think we covered everybody.
Yeah. All right. So because this was a pretty big shtick here, but so you decided to dust out the digs and go well dressed, right? That's correct, right?
Well, yeah, I thought it's a special occasion.
So you dyed your beard a little bit. It's not as gray. I mean, I shouldn't say it's gray. It's a little darker than it used to be.
Just a little.
Now, in this particular picture, Amigo Martin, are you still sober at this point?
Yeah.
Even though the picture has you kind of cattywampus, you're off to the side, but you're still. I just wanted to make sure that at this point in the proceedings, that you're still sober.
Yeah, I hadn't even got into the hotel at that point. It was the quick picture outside before we went in. And you'll be proud of me. That bow tie is a proper bow tie. I tied that myself. It's not one of these ones that you.
It's not a clip-on.
No, it's a full proper bow tie. I know.
Are you sure Stan didn't pre-tie it for you? Are you sure? Come on now. Come on.
No, unfortunately, he was in Manchester at the time. I was down in London. It took me about 3 attempts of trying to do it, but to get it right.
Looks really, really good. It's just got a little bit of chaos into it, so it looks natural. You know it. See
that's the travel industry at the moment. We are in chaos.
yeah, but it's got just a little bit of chaos to it, so it's just perfect.
Yeah, that's good. All right, so.
Dreading what's coming.
Now, is this other folks that have been nominated?
No, that is you've got 2 cabin crew members from Virgin Atlantic because they sponsor the awards. The lady in the white is Lucy Huxley, who's the big editor for Travel Weekly. The lady in pink is I've forgotten her name. She is from one of the CEOs from Virgin. And the gentleman with about as bald as me, really. In fact, I think he's a bit balder. He's a guy called Tom Holland, and he presented the Great British Bake Off. He's a comedian over here. So they have like quite a big host, to get one of those celebrities on. Does a bit of an act, and he presented all the awards and things. So it was fantastic. It was really good, really good. And that was the moment I think they took a picture of me, which I'm sure we'll probably get in the next few days. But at that point,
and here we have the result.
That was it.
Leisure Agent of the Year, Martin Sandlin Owens, Holiday Village. That's you, Amigo Martin.
And
you won the damn thing.
How did I win it? How? I mean, I'm just a normal. It's just me, my business. Me looking after my clients, which I've done since March 2020, looked after them the best I can, and just done things differently. Like, as I said to the people, my mental health got affected throughout this because it was soul destroying. When you built up a business, it's being destroyed. Like other people, John, yourself, everything is just destroyed. And I just did something differently. That was part of it. The fact that, all the reviews about my business, also things like, the fact that we have turned over some money this year through the pandemic, although we're not going to get it till 22, 23, we have still turned over money. And we're still here. We're still going. And kudos to every agent out there, to anybody who's managed to get this far. Hang in there. We've got a few more months of it, and we will be hopefully back to what we enjoy doing best, and that's selling holidays and cruises and dreams and creating memories for everybody.
All right, now here's a question, because I realize over on your side of the pond over there, you tend to do things a little differently than we do on this side of the pond over here where John and I are.
Go on then. What's this? Hang on. What's coming?
All right, now.
No.
It's like we're in the presence of royalty now. I mean, is this anything like co-hosting a show with the friggin' Queen or something?
Well, I am a queen anyway, but anyway, we won't go into that. But no, I'm just a normal person, Chillie. It's not. It's great. It is a great accolade. But do you know what? We are just normal guys, and we're all on a level with each other. So, but I will be starting up in my fees for appearing.
I bet. Well, it's
just really awesome.
I can't tell you just how tickled I am and how proud of you for doing that. That's fabulous. It really is.
Do you think that the Cruise Amigos contributed to it in a little bit? I mean, is that something they might? Is it a voting? Is it a committee? What decides this?
Basically, it's they have judges from the industry, and it's like big bosses of like Virgin Atlantic. I mean, our good friend Shane Riley was on the judging panel. Okay. From Virgin Voyages. CEO of EasyJet Holidays, a CEO from Virgin, and who was the other one? There was 4 of them. I can't remember who the 4th one was. But basically, we had to do you still got submitted, why this person should win. Then you had to do an interview. Now, normally you go to London and do it, but it was virtual. And this one was done on the Golden Horizon, because the day it was on, I was on the Golden Horizon, if you remember back when the ship was arrested. We were on that. I did an interview, and I came away. Well, it was quite funny because he said, "Oh, I love your backdrop. Where did you get your backdrop from?" I said, "That's not a backdrop. That's the sails on the ship." And they were like, "You're really on the ship?" "Yeah, we're on the ship." And you did this interview, and then that was back in July, and then you just had to wait until the Thursday night to see who had won. And I'll be honest, it was a long award ceremony because there was lots of awards to be given out. Mine was the last one. And we literally, I think it was about 11:30 by that time. Now, as you can imagine, there was free flowing wine on the table. We'd had a couple of drinks in the day as well. All the bosses were there, and we had a couple of drinks then. So by that time, I was sat there, and it came up, did the last 3 awards, and then you were like leisure agent, and all the table were like, "Oh my God, Martin, you're going to get this. You're going to get that." Nah, there's other people out there. And then he announced my name, and when something doesn't quite click, and I was like, "Oh my God, that is me." And then I jumped up from the table. Apparently, rumor has it was the best celebration because I danced my way from the back of the room where we were sat all the way up to the stage, giving it all this. Went up stage, got it, danced back off again, and everybody was like, high-fiving as you went through, and it was amazing. And do you want to see the award?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't know whether it's going to show up or not. Let's see. And you know what I'm like when I'm trying to point so let's see.
Oh yeah, it looks great.
Look at that. That right. Hang on, that's probably a
there you go.
Agent
Achievement Award.
So you got Agent Achievement, and then it's actually engraved there. Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Great Leisure Agent of the Year. So that'll take pride of place behind me there. And then I'll just have to get more awards now, won't I?
Absolutely. Got to fill that thing up now.
What do we have to do so that you can win it 2 years in a row? I mean, what is required to do that?
Well, next year it'll just be that I guess I'll have to get submitted again, and you'll go up against everybody again. So it's not like it's one that continue on, and they will make the judgment. And on that, you could win it. There's companies that have won it for 5-6 years in a row. And there's other people that have won it once, and
but we've got to up the ante then. We got to get you doing something even more and more spectacular here now.
Well, that's it. And I mean, I've got plans over the next few months, and something that I'll speak to you guys about in a moment as well. That you guys don't even know yet, but we'll cover that towards the end of the show. We'll keep people hanging in there, wondering what's going on. So, but it's one of them. It's an amazing achievement. It really is. And it's an amazing achievement in a normal year, but to achieve that in what we've gone through in the last 18 months, it means so much more. But I did actually win an Agent Achievement Award back in 2010. So we're going back 11 years ago, and I won Home Worker of the Year that time. So I've won two of their awards. So I'm okay with it. Can't be greedy.
You won Home Wrecker of the Year? Is that what you said?
Read my lips. Home worker.
Home worker.
Yeah.
I was thinking, wow, this is pretty cool.
He wins the award and he goes wrecking homes.
So you got this award, and then all hell broke loose.
Oh, it did. I got dragged away to have an interview with Travel Weekly. Then everybody was grabbing it, and would like, especially the company, the guys there, the guy with the glasses and the lady in the front. That's Paula and Phil Nuttall. They run the Travel Village group, which is where I run my business through. For all my bonding for Atoll and APTA and things. Paula employed me back about 23 years ago as a home worker. And then she married Phil along the line, things happen. Beautiful people, absolutely amazing, so made up. Lady behind is Susan, who is the operations manager for the Holiday Village. And that was literally just as we come off the stage. So it was like, as you can see, Lucy and Tom are still in the background.
Yeah.
And then you've got, who we got there? We've also got two on the, as you're looking at the screen, it would be the two on the right. That is Richard Cross, who runs Southampton Cruise Centre, one of our brands, and Jess, who does our marketing. Without all of those people there, it wouldn't have been possible. It really wouldn't have. So it's like, it was a real big celebration. We were up for, the company was up for 4 awards in total, but we only came away with 1. That is one of our suppliers who does our hotels all over the world. We book our hotels with her, lady in the red dress. So yeah, it was a bit mad everywhere we went. Everyone was like, "Let's get a picture. Let's get a picture." Oh, that is one of the ladies that were on the show. Actually, that was Joanne from Palladium Hotels around the world, and she was like, "Oh my God, we'd had a fab show with her." And yeah, this was just like everywhere I went, it was like, "Let's have a picture. Let's have a picture."
All right, now I'm sure you mentioned that there was a little wine at the table.
Yeah, a little bit.
And I'm sure, but the thing now, I got a story that I heard about the next day. Over and above you won the damn award was that you woke up and the first thing out of your mouth was, "How the hell do I find Manchester?" Is there any truth to that?
I'll be honest with you. I woke up. Now, you know it's a good night when you're in a hotel and you wake up and you sort of think, "Oh, I'll just go to the toilet." Well, there was a trail of clothes from the bed all the way to the toilet door. They were starting with socks, then the trousers. So I'd obviously that drunk. But the worst thing, guys, was I woke up and I was like, after I'd been in the toilet, I was like, "Oh my God, I've lost the award." I couldn't find it, and it fell down the side. There was another bed in the room, but I'd worried I'd left it somewhere. The room was spinning.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, oh geez. And I did go to when I met everybody in the lobby in the morning, because we all got the trains back up north. They were like, "Oh my God, you stink a drink."
Well, that's good. We'll let you slide on that one, I guess. After a night like that, I probably would have been right there with you.
Did you remember to call Stan and tell him?
I tried to call him, but because it was so late, he must have gone to bed, because it was really late. But it was all over Facebook and everywhere in the morning when he woke up. So he was like made up. And honestly, even now, the comments from customers, suppliers, people that are on the Cruise Amigos site, and the comments are beautiful. They really are. It's really is heartwarming that there's so many people out there that are made up that I won it. So thank you to everybody for all the comments. I couldn't respond to every single one, but thank you. I really, from the bottom of my heart, without the shows, the Cruise Amigos, which was part of it, it was mentioned on the interview about the Cruise Amigos. So without you guys, I wouldn't have won it. So thank you.
Hey.
Well, I thought you were going to have the videos up then, the one where I'm rather drunk outside the hotel.
Actually, I couldn't get them to load.
I'm wondering shall I see if I can get it up?
I have such bad luck with getting stuff off of Facebook for video.
Why didn't you call our technical department?
Because he was napping.
The phone rings.
Hang on a second.
Just the ding of you checking on me, you woke me up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see who's with us today. We got. Anyway, if it's on Messenger, I can get it downloaded. But if I'm trying to steal it off of Facebook, I can't make it download for some reason.
Lots of comments today from as far away as Alaska.
Yeah, ladies with us. Jack. Katie's here.
And Katie and Nikki and. Do I know Kenneth? Is he one of your listeners? I don't think I know.
No,
Kenneth.
That's Kenneth Szynski.
Yeah, I think so. Hello, Kenneth. I don't know you.
Yes, that's good. A new face.
Yeah.
Of course, everybody's congratulating Martin. He says, "Hi, Jack." So maybe Jack knows him.
Let's have a look. Can we? I'm not too
Jack
sure.
says, "Kenneth Szynski, if we met at an airport, don't say hi." Jack's being funny.
Let's see.
Jack. Margaret's with us. Hey, Margaret, how you doing? Well done, Martin. She says Sonny's with us down Mississippi. Sonny says hi to everyone. So we got a nice audience here today. All right. Are you trying to do something over there, Martin?
Yeah, I'm
he's
going to
trying
try
to
and
load it up.
if I can play this video. I'm not too sure whether it's going to come up or not. Let's just see. Share. I think you might have to add it to the stream, and we'll see if it'll play.
Okay. That's added to the stream.
Okay, can we? Let's just see if it plays. Let's have a little look. This was one of the reporters. This was live, literally seconds after it. What should we call it? Literally won the award, and he dragged me away. These two people were trying to drag me away. I was like, "Who is this? They're trying to kidnap me and take my award. I don't know you." Let's see if it'll play. Let's. Oh, hang on. Many amazing agents out there that do so much during the pandemic. That was like, this is me, you know, and I never thought I'd ever win it. And it's like, now I'm like studying, I'm going, OMG, I've done it. Is this your biggest career success today? It is. I'll be honest. In 2010, I won no work with you at the age of 18. So it's like 11 years, I won leisure agent. I'm like, I am absolutely going, why me? Yeah. I mean, it's been a particularly difficult year. Like, most people here, you pick the point on why you won the awards, what impressed you? I think it was because, you know, as a travel agent or retail agent like that, you've worked in the industry and it's been so frustrating because you're briefing, having to like people not going on holiday in the industry, and memories that you've like created being destroyed, you know. And I sat there and I went, what can I do? And my mental health went right down. It really did. I was like, what can I do to stop it? And I decided I'm going to do a show on a Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. Every Tuesday, do that. And all the suppliers launched it. And it was like, okay. So it ended up being Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 7 o'clock every night. We were doing a show, and the suppliers go, this is us, this is what we do. It wasn't a sales pitch, it was like, this is what we do. So it wasn't like, oh, this, but that. It was like, absolutely amazing. And it went on, and it was on, and it went on for about 4 hours. And it was like, that to me, took me away from the mundane of and rewinding up. It reinvigorated you. It gave me the passion of what I thought was out of holiday, creating dreams and memories for people. And it was like, wow. It was amazing. These are all people who know the industry, people that didn't know. They're all phenomenal. This, brilliant. Well, Martin, thank you so much for your time. I wish you the best next 12 months. I'm going to say one thing, and I hope you will do this. It's always every single travel agent in the UK, tour operator, airline, hotel, everybody does it. Because we've gone through the last 18. And you know what? I'm one of this for me, like this year, it's for everybody. Very well put, Martin. Very well put. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. There you go. That was literally straight after. Oh, John, where'd you go, John?
That was me.
And but the funniest
Screw
one,
everything up.
I have got one that I will show you. This was, if you imagine, you know, when you've won this award and like you've had all these people at you, and you're like, oh, I need to just go and tell everybody myself. You know, I've had this done. I've done this. I've done the chatted to this person, that person. Where was it? Was it on here? I'm sure it should be here somewhere. That was the morning. No, it's not on there. Why is it not on there?
Maybe that went with the clothes to the bathroom.
No, there was one, and I'll try and get it to you, and we maybe can show it next week just to show. It was that at that point I was rather drunk, and it got to a point where I was there was like any award, you don't want to waste anything that's been brought on the table for people. So there was a bottle of white wine. So I ended up walking around just with my white wine, just topping it up everywhere I went. award in one hand, bottle and a glass in the other. Typical.
Yep.
So, but thank you to everybody for saying, well done and things like that. It means a lot. It really does.
Oh,
Very touching.
We're just tickled pink to be able to associate with you on our own little way here. So
it's our little show, isn't it? It's great. It really is. It's nice to be able to have. I like the camaraderie and the fact that you guys are people that like cruising. I'm a person that likes cruising and selling cruising, and I think it works so well. It really does.
Yeah, and most of my gang are all cruise folks. Emily jumped in. She's with us. Hi, Emily. How's things up in New York?
Hi, Emily.
But it's been a long, hard road, Martin, and I'm certainly glad that you survived it.
Oh yeah.
And got a little icing on the cake there. That's just awesome.
It certainly is.
So, do you have any cruises planned? What's ahead for Martin now?
Well, I'm wondering next Sunday. We'll try and not have technical difficulties. But we will try and come from the Sky Princess.
Oh,
very nice.
So I've been invited on that, and something totally different is I'll be cruising solo.
Oh,
okay.
So I've never cruised solo in my life. I've been with fam trips and things like that. I've been with my husband and friends and things, but never cruised solo in my life. So it's going to be a whole new experience for me. So I know you guys cruise solo quite a lot and absolutely love it. So that'll be a new experience for me to bring to you guys how it was. And
if I had my choice, I'd go solo. That's how much I enjoy going solo.
It's gonna be different. It really is. And I've been looking. I was looking on the Medallion app, it's called, and they've got some solo meetups now on there. So that should be quite nice because they haven't been around for a little while because of COVID. So things are getting a bit better. So I'll nip in there and have a sherry or two.
There's two things that you'll find. One, the Sky Princess has the best Wi-Fi signal of any ship that I've interviewed anybody on. It was just awesome. So that's one thing. The other thing, go to the meetups. You'll end up meeting a whole bunch of people. Then you got a choice. If you want to eat with some of them, you can. If you want to pal around with some of them, you can. Or if you don't want to, you can too. But you meet a lot of people, and they'll see you out and about on the ship and speak and everything. It's just terrific. It just, to me, it makes it all worth. You get over that fear of being by yourself, even though you're not really afraid, but still uncomfortable with it. And I found that I loved it.
So what's your hints and tips then, John? You've done quite a few of these cruises. Anything you think I should be doing, or?
No, I mean, it'll just be a different experience because you also can find quiet time. You can find some peaceful time. You're being married, you're kind of together all the time. And, you'll be able to find some quiet and peaceful time. Maybe you want to sleep in one day, or you want to go to bed early one night, or you want to wrap up with a book where you're not going to get interrupted. And for me, and how active it is here, to me, that's just real valuable to just be able to go, and it's almost like a sabbatical. You can go and just take any time that you want and just be alone for a while and just refresh your brain in that way. And then, like Chillie was saying, I've just never had a problem with turning to my left or turning to my right. And I don't think there's been twice that people have just kind of snubbed me. And I just like that, and you find out, and you can kind of be anybody you want to be too. You can kind of, be around here. I have 20 cousins. Most of them are still here, and now they have grandchildren, even great grandchildren, even. And so the Reitmeyer name is known far and wide. So even people who I don't know know about my family, so they have certain expectations. So for me, it's just really nice to go somewhere where people don't have a clue what my name means. And, I just really like that. So that's what's good for me.
All right, we have a question out of the chat room, guys.
Oh, hey.
Anthony Diaz is with us.
Oh.
Is it worth it to get the extra spa package? I will answer that first and say, I don't know. I'm not a spa person.
That's good. It's a good answer. That it depends on whether you like all those extra bits and the massage, and if you like the baths and the hammam baths and the steam rooms and the sauna and all. If you like all that and it's not included, then yeah, it would be. But it's an individual choice, that one. I mean, I do like to do things like that. But I mean, we did one on Celebrity, and it was like $99 we paid for the week, and we just go into the hammam bath and the spa, the steam room. And we used to do it after being out on a trip. We'd just go and chill out, relax before getting ready for dinner and things. So it depends on the ship and what you like.
John, what do you think?
I think so.
I'm going to try and adjust my lighting because it looks awful. Let's have a little look. Oh, that's even worse.
I think so. Is that in relation to a spa package?
Well, I mean,
what were you thinking?
I made a lot of friends, in the spa. I ended up making dinner friends and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I think so. I've always felt that it was as a solo traveler. I like the ships. Like I'm going to be on the Epic here now, assuming it goes in the fall, and that's a co-ed spa, and so I tend to not make as many friends there as I've made on like the Jade, where it's it's a men's side and a women's side, because it seems like the guys hang around in the where it's not co-ed more. I met one of the big guys from Dell there, and we became friends, and I met a retired flight attendant guy from United, and we've hooked up on like 4 different flights after cruises after that. And I'm betting you he'll be on the Epic if it goes. And, so yeah, I think it's worth it. I do. Of course, on the 2-week cruises, it's more than $99,
Yeah.
I think it's $300 on the Epic here going across. So, but it's just money. Little
Jack
piece of
says
paper
I was solo on my last, December 2019 cruise on NCL, my only solo experience. I enjoyed it. Met with a lady who also shares my birthday. We still message every week. Oh, that's cool.
Lovely. That's lovely, that.
My last, no, it wasn't my last one, but the last Norwegian I was on, which was the Norwegian Sun, I actually made friends with a guy on the sitting on the bus going from the airport at Orlando over to Port Canaveral, and he and I started chatting, and we stayed friends through about 3 years now, all from meeting somebody else that was solo. So,
yep.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I really am. It's a whole new experience. And you guys, I know you guys rave about it. Even Pete, and you certainly do rave about it. So I've not got any qualms that it's not going to be enjoyable. It's just a little bit apprehensive, but I'll still do it. It's going to be good. It's going to be good fun.
Well, and that's how I met Pete, which is how we met Chillie, which is how this whole thing is going. So
yeah.
It's like full circle now, then, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, a question for you. I heard rumors, vicious rumors, that Princess was offering some solo deals.
Yeah.
Between now and the end of the year, which they weren't known for that, as Norwegian was. Is that true?
Yeah, there's a lot of companies, I think, at the moment, because people are still a little bit apprehensive about traveling, so they're not getting to the full capacity that they had. I mean, Celebrity Cruises was one of them. They didn't have any, but then suddenly there's no solo supplements on certain cruises. Princess, the either no solo or very low solo supplements. I've seen some cracking deals for like on the ones going in the next few weeks for like £600-700 for a week. You know, on a solo deal. You know, it's like wow. You know, but why? I get why they have to charge for solos, but sometimes it is a little bit high. You know, they need to relook at, because there's a lot more solos out there. Unfortunately, after what's happened in the last 18 months, there's a lot more than previously, and you know, they need a bit of looking after. They still want to cruise, so you know, I mean, maybe they look at doing a whole solo cruise, you know, once a year or twice a year would be brilliant with no solo supplements, but
for the whole ship, you mean? Every cabin.
The whole ship, yeah. Could you imagine? And you know, but you look at it and you think, we get why at the moment they've got to re-get some of those monies back that they've lost for the last 18 months. So, but hey ho, you know. But yeah, there are some great deals out there. So if you're in the UK, give me a shout. If you've got a travel agent in a US, give them a shout, or anywhere else in the world. Just make sure and book through an agent, not direct support. But support us. By Jove, we need
through
it.
An agent. Book through an agent. Book through an agent.
I don't normally say anything because it's a Cruise Amigo show, but tonight it is about the award. So yeah, book through agents.
I always say that, you know, book through an agent. If it isn't us, and if it isn't, you know, if it isn't Martin, but book through an agent.
Yeah,
you're leaving money on the table and it's free support. That's what I don't get. I can't. There's guys on the internet saying, "Oh, book direct with the company. You're going to get a better deal." And I can tell you that I've never seen that. I've never seen that an agent can't do better for you. If it's not, find another agent. But good God, folks, and you're taking money out of families of agents themselves because they pay, you know, commissions to agents that they don't pay to anybody else. So they love agents. The cruise lines love agents. They do great things to support agents all around the world. And, you know, somewhere an agent would really love that commission and they will work their butt off for you.
And my point on it is that the one time that you're on a trip or a cruise and something happens, be it a hurricane or you get sick or weather delays the ship or any number of things, but the one time you need somebody doing something back home, you got that agent to fall back on. And the couple times that I've had to use it over the years, it was worth every penny that the agent made. And I know that didn't cost me a cent. I always book through an agent.
And something that a real agent has that the person at the cruise line themselves don't have is a real agent has a phone number to a BDM, a business development manager.
Yeah.
And they can't do magic, but they can almost do magic. I mean, they have a way of getting things solved if it's solvable. Now, if you're a Karen and you think that by screaming at people, you're going to, you know, get them to do something unreasonable, they're not. But when things happen that can be fixed, that's your best avenue. And if you don't have an agent that you're reasonable with and have reasonable expectations with, that's where the magic happens. I'm telling you. And I've seen it. I've seen it happen. So
yeah, I mean, the thing is, if you do go direct, some people like to, you know, and that's their choice. But if you've got a ship and some of these ships are 6,000 people and something's gone wrong on that ship, and there's 4,000 people trying to get through on the line, and then you've got a travel agent who's got the direct access, as you say, to somebody that can get it done a lot quicker and get it sorted. That, as you say, we do come into our own then. So, and plus you get all your, you know, the nice side that you've got a personal touch. So, you know, every agent out there will appreciate that you guys support them and a real big advocate of that. So thank you for that. I know I appreciate it without a doubt.
And you can always say, I got a guy or I got a gal, whatever it should be. But I mean, you know, if you got a guy, I mean, that's the time to have a guy. The 20 times that everything works with no problem is fine. But when you got a problem, hey, I got a guy.
The one time that I had to use one was 10 days or so before Katrina hit.
Ouch.
I had a group of 39 people on a Carnival ship that sailed out of New Orleans. And Hurricane Dennis was chasing us around in the Caribbean or the Gulf. I don't remember where we were exactly. But we had this, and then it hit New Orleans. Everything got flooded in New Orleans. Now, this is before Katrina. Katrina was still 10 days away. We were 2 days late getting into New Orleans. So I've got 39 people in New Orleans with no plane reservations now to go home because, of course, the airport was shut down the same time the ship was out in the middle of the ocean, staying away from the hurricane. Of course, I called my travel agent, my guy, and said, I need help, you know. And by the time we got off the boat, he had made arrangements for a bus.
Transfers.
We transferred everybody up to a hotel. We all stayed in the same hotel. Then we started fiddling with who could go when on planes as they started flying out of there. And finally, all 39 people got their flights back home. Yeah, we were late getting home, but what the hell? It got done. It got taken care of. We all got fed. and I couldn't have done it, from a cruise ship and taking care of 39 people. It would be impossible. So,
but wasn't it nice to say to the whole group, we're going to have a bus waiting for us at the terminal. Grab your luggage, follow me.
Yeah, we'll get out of here.
Made you a hero.
Yeah, sure.
Made you a hero.
Situation a lot easier, horrible situation, and a lot better, didn't it? Just those simple little things. So, but hey, but there you go. So, but anyway.
So when I say that we're in royalty and around royalty, I mean that sincerely. I'll bow down. I'll get on my knees. I'll kiss your ring.
Microphone. Kiss the microphone.
Oh, yeah, kiss your microphone. Okay.
It's not. It's just me, guys. It really is. It's a great accolade.
Hey,
but listen, anybody in the UK that books with me is booking, and we'll say it now. You're booking with the best in the UK, as voted for by Travel Weekly and the big CEOs of other companies.
Are you gonna take your thing with you every restaurant you go to and everything? Have you got a table and then just hold it right in front of you?
Oh yeah, I'm like that. It was like last night. It was like I took a picture because Stan cooked dinner because we didn't get to celebrate on Friday because it was rather rough and I was going to the rugby as well. So we had a lovely, nice cooked dinner last night. We had a bottle of Moët and Chandon that I took off from Virgin Scarlet Lady. That was nice and chilled, and we had that with dinner, and it was really nice for him to do that. So that was quite nice. So, but no, it'll go. I'm going to get a little shelf just under here. I'm going to put all my awards on there. It'll be like the Oscars.
All right. Emily has a legitimate question. When do you guys think we can cruise from Canada to Alaska? Personally, I would like to leave Canada rather than Washington, my opinion, generally speaking. Let's see. October, I want to say October 30th.
Of what year?
Of this year. I think Canada is going to open the borders for cruise ships. It's not written in stone yet, but I think it's coming. I don't think they're going to carry on through to February of 22 like they said. However, that is still somewhat dependent on what this stupid variant does. And if our numbers keep going up like they have, I would think Canada's still going to say, But that's one of those, Emily, we still have to just to wait and see, because I'm not at all sure that we're not still have some really rough roads ahead of us. And I hate to say that, but
Now he's giving you the good yin, and I'm going to give you the yang to that. When they opened up the borders in like August so that we could go back and forth to Canada, it started out relatively easy. And now it's really, really tough again as the numbers, North Dakota, the numbers are, the climb is just, it's like it was a year ago or a year and 2 months ago. And right here in my county, it's one of the worst counties for COVID that you can get right now. The church is back to full masks, 6 feet, and they may be shutting down again. So although I would like to bring you good news on that, my feeling is it's just we're going to go back to a really bad place here again for another round, is my feeling. Yeah. It's coming. They don't know how to deal with it because they think there's going to be a big revolt. So they're trying to play it down really bad, but there's no, last week there was 6 ICU beds in all of northern Minnesota and North Dakota. Everything else was full. This is really bad again.
Here in Lynchburg, we have 2 hospitals.
Yep.
For this, today was the 6th day in a row that we are at 106% of capacity.
See, so these little details are leaking out, but they're just not making them big news because people are just going to revolt. I mean, it's terrible. It's just really sad. So I don't know. I that's the bet every week is, am I going to even get to go on my fall cruise here? Because we're a month and a week away now from my leaving. It's 2 months to the cruise, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a hard one, isn't it? I mean, we can't come to the US at the moment.
No.
Although all our traffic lights are changing from the 4th of October. We won't have a traffic light. It'll be red where you can't go and everywhere else you can, and a lot of the testing's being removed. But yeah, but still there are countries that won't allow us in, or they've got certain regimes of you have to do X, Y, and Z. It's mind blowing at the moment. If you want to travel somewhere, even these staycations, you've got to have your insurance, your vaccination certificates. You've got to do a test to the port. It's a lot of hard work. It really is.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I tell my people every day, if you're going on a cruise, you got to stay on top of absolutely everything on a daily basis, because what it is today is going to be different tomorrow. So that's your vaccination protocols, your testing protocols, your masking protocols, your rules on the ship protocols, whatever it is, probably going to carry over to the airlines as well, that there could be some changes on what they require. Yep. It's, you got to stay on top of it. And it's not up to the cruise line folks to let you know this. It's for you to make sure you know what they're requiring when you got to do it. So
make yourself fully aware with your local government officers and the countries you're going to, without a doubt. Because even if once we do start, and if you guys have had stops, haven't you? We're only just getting into places stopping and things like that a bit more. So allowed to get off the ship if you're double vaxxed, but if you're not double vaxxed or kids aren't double vaxxed, you can't get off. And it's you feel what I say. I don't know if you've ever heard this. I feel like an apprentice of YTS at the moment, because things change so quick and so rapid that once you've got one thing into your brain and then suddenly they change it, and you're like, geez, how could we cope? But do you know what? I honestly think another 6 to 9 months of schedule changes, ships being moved around, and these protocols, and I think we should be back to a bit of normality within about 9 months, I think.
I certainly hope so.
Yeah, I think it's got a bit of time to go. But the good thing is the ships are out there cruising. All the Oasis class are out there now, aren't they? NCL have got a couple of ships now sailing, and it's better than it was 18 months ago. It's on the up. It's on the up.
Yep. And Sonny says new legislation being introduced to make temporary skipping of Canada on Alaska cruises permanent. Yeah, they're working on. It's supposed to be the bill is supposed to be entered this coming week. That will change the law so that we would no longer have to, if we sail from Seattle to go to Alaska, we would no longer have to stop in Vancouver
In any foreign country.
or Victoria or any other foreign country.
Same
Which, of
things
course,
to
that-
go from America to Hawaii. We wouldn't have to go to Mexico.
Or
Same thing.
from Miami to Key West, you
Yeah.
have to go to the Bahamas or someplace.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's, and it's an old law. It's probably needs to be changed. I think the bill is only going to affect Alaska
Initially.
but hopefully,
It's all about labor. The whole issue is that the law is about labor.
and the flagged countries paying those laws. So, well, guys, I hate to say this, but we've about wrapped up another hour this week.
How did you do that?
Playing with Martin a little bit and celebrating with Martin some, and goodness knows, we're tickled pink for your honor there, my friend.
Do you think I should take the award with me on the Sky Princess to get special service? Do you think it'll work?
Well,
You
at least that,
might-
at least a picture of it.
If
Put
you
it
have
on your
any
door.
Americans on board, hold up the award and say you're supposed to kiss my ring.
Microphone.
You have to put the pause in there.
Yeah.
Kiss my ring, and they'll know what that means.
One of them. I'll just hold it. Do you know who I am?
Do
You're
you
dealing with
know?
royalty here.
You know who I am?
I'm Amigo Martin.
All right, John, anything from you here?
Have a wonderful week, everybody, and just pray for cruises.
Yep.
Pray for
Yeah.
cruises.
Pray for travel. Pray for travel. We can all get to see those amazing places worldwide again and do what we enjoy doing, which is going out there, seeing them with our families and friends and getting out there. And we can hopefully get Chillie out on a cruise soon. Anybody, any ideas of batteries, then send them all to Chillie now so he's got lots of batteries.
Isn't that the truth? All right, that's going to wrap us up for the Cruise Amigos live from Manchester. We'll see everybody next Sunday. You guys have a great day.
Bye.
Later, y'all.